Hey guys, welcome back to my channel called How To. So this video will demonstrate a basic about VPN. Okay, so I have just presented a slide. I have just created a slide just to give you an insight regarding the VPN. Okay, so basically, a VPN stands for Virtual Private Network that you already know, right? And all those basic fundamentals. Just what I just wanted to let you know what I'm gonna cover. Okay, so I'll just be covering like in a couple of videos regarding how we can configure VPN. Okay, what are the types of VPN we have first, right? We have a route-based VPN and the policy-based VPN. Okay, so the policy-based VPN, like I'll be starting with policy-based VPN, right? We're gonna create an ACL, right? Interesting traffic, and we're gonna create like ISCAM policy, the phase one, phase two tunnel, right? And a transform set, right? The phase two tunnel, right? And we're gonna create some transform set. That's the phase two tunnel for IPsec. Okay, we're gonna create the crypto map, calling out ACLs and all those parameters under like on that crypto map and binding it to the interface and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'll be covering those things on policy based VPN. Okay, the first part that you need to know, right? And the second part would be the route based VPN. Okay, so what I have seen, like people get confusion. Okay, like they know how to configure GRE, they know how to configure like DM VPN, but somehow I got to know, like they are not familiar about the types of VPN, like under which category that GRE falls into, right? Like, or like why GRE is under like falls under route based VPN, not under policy based VPN, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's we're gonna cover in our upcoming lectures. Okay, so just to give an insight, VPN. Okay, we have a VPN, the main topic, right? And under VPN we have two subtypes, right? We have a route based VPN and the policy based VPN. Okay, so under route-based VPN, we have two subtopics that falls under route-based VPN. One is point-to-point, and one is point-to-multipoint. Okay, so under point-to-point, we'll be covering a lab regarding the GRE. Okay, generic routing encapsulation. That's an example of point-to-point route-based VPN. Okay, don't get confused, right? And for point-to-multipoint VPN, we're gonna have DM VPN. Okay, dynamic multi-point VPN, DM VPN. That would be an example of point-to-multipoint VPN, right? So just an insight. Okay, so keep in mind for VPN we have in two categories how we can configure the VPN. One is route based, one is policy based, right? Some security appliance support route based VPN, some doesn't support policy based VPN, but majority of like if I talk about checkpoint, I think uh, checkpoint is not about like previously checkpoint was not able to support route based VPN, it was only supporting policy based VPN. I think post 9.7, I think there's a firmware upgrade. I think iOS 9.7 supports in checkpoint supports route based VPN. Okay, but previously it was not supporting, right? If I talk about Palo Alto, it do support, I think, route based VPN. Okay, and if I talk about Cisco ASA, I think by default it doesn't support route based, it do supports policy based. Okay, so like just an example. Okay, so we need to have an fine understanding, what does it mean, right? What's the difference between route based and policy based, right? How we do configure a route based and policy based VPN, right? And the route based VPN, we have two subtopics called point to point and point to multi point, right? So under point to point, keep in mind we're gonna have a lab about GRE, how we can configure GRE. So it would be the example of route-based VPN, and and later on we're gonna cover DMVPN as well. Okay, which would be the topic of point to multi-point VPN. Okay, so that's all about this. Just an overview about like what we're gonna have an understanding, right? What we're gonna cover on like upcoming videos. Okay, so I hope at least like you'll have some insight about these things. I hope this video would be somehow informative for you. If you are already if you already knew these things, then that's fine. That's good to know. If not, I hope this will be helpful. Okay. So yes, thank you so much for watching and see you until next time. Bye bye.